Hansle Pachment seems unstoppable, wins with world-leading time of 13.09 in Birmingham, with Omar McLeod second. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops, which is at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoyed the content, please hit that like button, and finally leave your thoughts. After this sports analysis where we look at the race and break it down, then we take a look at your comments. So stay to the end. You just might hear from yourself. When you're ready? Yep, good to go. Winning his fourth straight race since the beginning of his 2022 season. The 110-meter hurdle king, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic gold medalist, Jamaica's very own Hansle Pachment, has been on a winning streak in his fourth race since the beginning of his 2022 season over the men's 110-meter hurdles. Pachment scores his fourth consecutive win, this time at the Birmingham Diamond League. Pachment won in a world-leading time of 13.09, once more lowering his time thus far this season. Winning ahead of compatriot Omar McLeod, the former world and Olympic champion. Hansle Pachment, who earlier in an interview stated that this would be his final race for the season as he gets himself ready for the World Championships in Eugene, Oregon in July of this year. Pachment was in full control. He had stated in a previous interview that he had spent a lot of time working on his start, and we here at Peter Lloyd World have stated that this was in fact his only Achilles heel, that he needed to get out faster. And in this instance, he got a decent start. Not his best, but certainly better than several others that we have seen. In a lineup that featured some of the top men in the 110-meter world, including Damian Zekier of Poland running out of lane 1, David King of Great Britain in lane 2, Andrew Posey in lane 3 out of Great Britain, Hansle Pachment in lane 4, Omar McLeod of Jamaica also in lane number 5, Javier Martinez of Spain, Aurel Manga from France, Wellington Zaza from the United States in lane 8, and in lane number 9 to complete the field, Cameron Fillery of Great Britain. As the gun went off, all 9 got out to a relatively even start. As I stated, Pachment got a decent start and was he was trailing Omar McLeod. Omar McLeod was out like a bullet, as he's known for. In fact, by the fourth hurdle, it was Omar McLeod at least half a meter ahead of the entire field. But then by the fifth and sixth, Hansle Pachment, who remained calm throughout, did not panic, pulled alongside him and was able to pull himself away to a clear victory. In the end, it was Hansle Pachment who won in that time of 13.09. That is a new world leading time for the men over the men's 110 meters hurdles. Pachment did a brilliant job, and so did Omar McLeod. As stated, Pachment won in 13.09 with Omar McLeod running second in a time of 13.17. Martinez of Spain third in 13.32. Damian Zekier of Poland 13.32 in fourth. Andrew Posey of the Great Britain in the fifth position with 13.39. In the sixth, Aurel Manga of France with 13.61. In the seventh position, David King of Great Britain with 13.64. Wellington Zaza of the United States in 8th position with 13.81, and in the ninth position, Great Britain's Cameron Fillery with a time of 13.90. So certainly with this win, Hansle Pachment is on a tear, people. 4 straight wins in his last 4 races, with the exception of one, very impressive times, and now a world leading time of 13.09. Now, we saw him open his season in the men's 110 meter hurdles at the Jubilee Series 2.0 in Kingston.
Off-take goal for the men's 110 meter hurdles. Hansle Pachment got up well. The Olympic champion has the advantage. Broadbell is going with him. Pachment and Broadbell. Pachment ahead of Broadbell. Pachment ahead of Broadbell. And then in third position, Michael O'Hara. Off-take goal for the men's 110 meter hurdles. Hansle Pachment got up well. The Olympic champion has the advantage. Broadbell is going with him. Pachment and Broadbell. Pachment ahead.
Is next up within the United States, securing his 2nd straight win in the men's 110 meters hurdles. This time, however, running into a very strong headwind. I believe he ran 13.47 in this instance to win. He then faced off against one of his rivals, Devon Allen of the United States. Allen, I believe at this point, had the 2nd fastest time in the world over the men's 110 meters hurdles and had not lost a race himself. This matchup was in the American Track League's Puerto Rico Classic 2022 that was held roughly a week or 2 ago. Pachment won that race ahead of Devon Allen of the United States, running 13.15, an improvement from his opening time at the Jubilee Series. His time at the Jubilee Series had been 13.20. So now that he has once again lowered this time to 13.099 with now a world leading time is extremely impressive. The things I wanted to mention very quickly was the camaraderie between both Hansle Pachment and Omar McLeod. Now, both of these athletes have represented Jamaica together for several years. They know each other very well, and it's not the first time that I've seen them support each other like this after a race. Literally, as a race ended, Omar basically embraced Hansle and Hansle embraced Omar. And I mean, this is the kind of camaraderie I want to see even more often. I mean, it really meant a lot to see this. Now, getting to the race, people, Pachment said he was going to work on his start. I had said on several occasions that his start was his Achilles heel. As a technician over the hurdles, he's amazing. He's flawless. He delivers on the big occasions, and above all, he keeps his cool. When this race happened, to be frank, Omar McLeod was out like a rocket. And it looks as if up to the 50 meter mark, it looked as if he was going to win. But Hansle Pachment, as he did at the Olympics against Grant Holloway, kept his cool. And by the 70th meter, 80th meter, he had pulled up alongside Omar McLeod and passed him by the 90th meter in that 110 meter hurdles. Pachment is just a brilliant technician who has fixed his start, and I think at this point he just might literally be unbeatable. Now, you really shouldn't say that, to be frank, in it's one should really not use that term, if I'm going to be very honest, when you're talking about hurdles, because hurdles can be a very unpredictable. It's really about who wins on the day. But at this point, if he maintains what he has and keeps improving, he's literally going to be unbeatable at the World Championships. Now, that's just my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I may be right, I may be wrong. So let's take a look at your comments. Page 1 wrote, referring to this race a couple of days ago, he said, this is a 2-man race, Jamaica versus Jamaica. You were so very right about this one. Page 1, it came really down between the 2 Olympic gold medalists. Wayne Foster said, big up Parchment, rock it. Yes, and Mildred Allen says, go Mr. Parchment, continue to make Jamaica proud and your country proud. So there you have it. Hansle Pachment just seems unbeatable at this point, people. Wins in Birmingham with a world leading time of 13.09. Now don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. Go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment. I really want to know your thoughts about this race. You are kings and queens. Never forget this. Bless up.